Hi there, this is another live Facebook video brought to you by Heliguy. I'm Scott, I'm the Sales and Business Development Manager at Heliguy, and today we brought to you the Inspire 2. So I'm going to go through some of the basics of this aircraft, some of the unique features of it as well, and towards the end with you a questions and answer. So, starting with the Inspire 2, this aircraft's been around now for several months, superseding the previous iteration, the Inspire 1. What benefits does this aircraft bring to the cinematography high-end market? Well, better redundancy and also an improvement in all aspects of the aircraft. So in front of me this is an Inspire 2 with an X5S camera gimbal system. The benefit of using an X5S camera system, you have a micro four thirds attachment. In front of me here I do have two more examples of how you can have interchangeable lenses and what this can give you in terms of a professional cameraman, a photographer or a cinematographer. The benefit of having interchangeable lenses gives you the ability to use either prime or multifunctional lenses, as in 14 to 42mm lens. This gives you the ability to zoom in on an object optically or potentially get a much more wide angle shot. So having one camera system that offers multiple layers of different aspect ratios and different shots really does give you that better scope when you're providing a service for your clients. Now this aircraft is capable of holding the X4S camera system, which is currently not with us now. The X4S is more of an introductory camera system. This is capable of 100 megabit bit rate speed. It has a mechanical shutter and it's capable of shooting 4K video. The aircraft also has a dual battery slot design. The previous iteration of the Inspire 1 had a single battery design, and batteries are available in two iterations, the TB47 and the TB48. The new generation of the TB50 battery allows dual slot on the aircraft, interchangeable with your spare batteries, and also a light indicator on each of these batteries determining how much battery life you have left. The benefit with this aircraft is having two batteries, you also have multiple layers of redundancy. Another thing to mention on this aircraft, it's sleeker design. It is capable of higher speeds, although they have been reduced somewhat. When it was initially released, you were looking at a speed up to 68 miles per hour, but that has been reduced. The reason being is you could get the blades into shot, and as a professional system, the last thing you want is those blades to be in shot. So, another benefit of this aircraft, you do have the ability of dual remote control systems on here. One person can control the main aircraft itself. You will notice there is also a forward-facing first-person view camera system on here. This benefits the user if they're going to use with two people. So one person, as I say, would control the aircraft. The second person can control the camera independent of the movement of the aircraft. This is a benefit over the likes of the Phantom 4 series or the Mavic series, as it allows two people to communicate simultaneously and to provide better footage. If you're not worrying about the position of that aircraft and you're only focusing on the positioning of the camera, your footage will then be improved because of that. So these are just some of the features of this aircraft that benefits over the likes of the Phantom 4 series and the Phantom 3 series and the Mavic series as well. Now towards this we'll be asking you, we'll be answering some of your questions on this aircraft. We have been seen as one of the top tier dealers for Inspire platforms. The reason being is we do have on-site support, technicians and guys who can repair and service these aircraft. And this is also a big factor when deciding where you're going to buy your aircraft from and who it will be. So we do have the ability, if you were to purchase this aircraft from ourselves, to provide you with a great level of support going forward. And if you were to encounter any questions, queries, issues, or anything to do with the software or hardware of this aircraft, just give us one call, we'll be able to help you. Another thing and benefit of this aircraft, the ability to have dual IMU system on board, which gives you again another layer of redundancy. The camera system in its native form, as mentioned, we talked about the X4S. The X5S in its native form will be slightly better, it's got a larger sensor. So rather than the 1-inch sensor of the X4S, the X5S has a micro four thirds sensor. This gives the ability to capture more light at any time. The reason why this is beneficial over the likes of the Phantom 4 Professional or the Mavic series, you do have the ability to use third-party licenses. This comes in the guise of the Cine DNG license and the Apple ProRes license. These are available from the DJI store. You can purchase a Cine DNG license for £1,000, including VAT in the UK at this current moment in time. And the Apple ProRes license is £500. So you can purchase them both at the same time, and the value would be £1,330, so a small discount on that. Benefits and negatives of both of those licenses. Obviously the Apple ProRes is better for iOS users, more native for Final Cut Pro. Maybe you're more of a PC person, and Cinema DNG may give you a bit more variance if you're using it on a Windows-based computer. So the ability to use these licenses and the ability to use a solid-state drive, which plugs directly into the rear of the aircraft in between the batteries, gives the professional operator the ability to take higher quality footage. So why is that important? Well, higher quality footage, for example, if you're going to use a Cinema DNG license or an Apple ProRes license, the higher quality will give you the ability to post-process and get much better quality footage. Better saturation, better coloration, higher contrast ratios. For example, if you want to shoot up to 25,600 ISO setting, this camera will give you the ability to shoot in very low light, but not reduce any of that quality that you may see on smaller products. So when you're taking a shot for film or TV, or potentially just for any job that you're using it for, this aircraft gives you much higher quality footage, and with those licenses, the ability to post-process and have professional footage. So these are some of the benefits of this aircraft. If there are any questions you'd like to ask, please fire away. I'll just have my phone with me right now. Okay, so it looks like we don't have any questions at the moment. If we do have any questions, you may ask them at a later time. You can send us an email or simply post on our Facebook feed and we'll be happy to help you. But for now, thank you very much for this short excerpt on the Inspire 2. There'll be more to follow. Thanks now.